There's a creature that swims from this mill in rural Suffolk to the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
And it does this by dissolving its own stomach.
If you're lucky enough to live near a clean river, then you might be able to see an elver. That's the proper name for a baby eel, and an awesome pub quiz question. As predators and scavengers, eels just hang out in rivers feeding on fish, fish eggs, dead things and insects.
Dead things, nice. They can also live a surprisingly long time. The oldest eel ever found was 85 years old. But eels have baffled scientists for hundreds of years because they don't appear to have any sex organs. So how do eels reproduce? Aristotle, he believed that eels were formed from earthworms, which in turn were formed from mud.
We now know that eels are semelparous.
Semelparous.
Which means they reproduce once and die soon afterwards. Once the time is right, an eel will begin a metamorphosis, like a butterfly, and slowly it dissolves its stomach and digestive organs, replacing them with the sex organs it needs to reproduce.
It then swims from the river to the Sargasso Sea in the middle of the North Atlantic Ocean. This journey of over 3,000 miles can take the eel up to 10 months, and it does it using fat reserves alone. Surviving fishing boats, power stations and predators, the adult eels are thought to synchronise their arrival in the Sargasso Sea using the moon. Laying up to 10 million eggs, the parent eels then die, leaving the eggs to fend for themselves.
The elvers hatch and grow around 3 centimetres a year as they slowly work their way back towards Europe using the Gulf Stream current to help them. 3 years later, they find a river to call them their home and start the journey upstream to begin the cycle again.
Eels have been a British food for hundreds of years, traditionally eaten by folks in East London where they were cheap and readily available in the 1800s. But unfortunately, eel numbers have fallen by 95% in the last 25 years alone, and the European eel is now classified as critically endangered. As well as pollution and overfishing, the main reason for their decline is dams and weirs along rivers which prevent them from swimming upstream. While eels are amazing climbers and can even crawl over land, these obstructions prevent them from getting upstream to the habitat they want.
As their numbers have dwindled, they have become a highly sought-after delicacy in Asia and Russia, where 1 kilo of elvers reaches £1,000 on the black market. With an illegal trade worth over £3 billion a year, the European eel is now the most trafficked animal in the world. Luckily, there's a solution. Dams and weirs can include an eel pass. This is a small artificial stream that runs next to the weir that is lined with broom bristles to help the eels climb upstream.
And the good news is, they're working. A recent study saw the number of eels in East Anglia reach a 12-year high, a sign that eel passes are working. That's really good.
Really good.